Hi, I'm Kenetor, and thanks for joining me for the Week 50 Progress Report. If you're new here, then please do subscribe and hit that bell for notifications for the latest Starbase news. Now let's get to it. Now I'll start with a quick reminder that you have until the 19th to get your vote in to name the first planet in Starbase. I'm really looking forward to seeing the outcome of what the community has chosen, and I'll drop the link again in the description. Also announced today was that the closed alpha will also be pushed back to next decade. Thankfully, that's only a few weeks away. I had expected this for two reasons. Frozen Byte are not the type of company to push out rushed and broken work just to hit a holiday deadline, for example. And secondly, closed alpha is there to test key features and playability in prep for early access. Launching before the holidays doesn't even make sense, since they won't be able to monitor it or act on issues that come up. They also deserve a Christmas break the same as the rest of us. So let's look forward to a new game in the new year, with a freshly rested horde of devs that are eager to get this game going. I know a few of them watch these video updates. Shout out to Dev Axeli. So everybody do me a favour and leave them an encouraging comment on this video, especially if you haven't commented yet, and let's show them our support. Now on to the report. The main design features worked on in the last week were new test entities added to the cargo beam test map, and the beam power consumption was tested again. Object rotations in carry mode has been tested. Axis lock threshold was adjusted for a better user experience. Cargo lock beam's power consumption was tested, and the power consumption levels were adjusted for better balance. Cargo lock beam's power consumption was also tested in a test environment with the Nautilus cargo ship in a real gameplay situation. 4 new mining backpack variants have been created. I guess that answers my question about how many there will be. Cheers, Frozen Byte. UI screen issues in the asteroid mining job have been fixed, and all the screens are now working again. Economy configuration updates, with a major test adjustment to infantry weapons. Triangle thruster and receiver bolt profiles were updated. A new shop UI has been worked on. Material cube bolt positions have been tested. Bolt profiles will be created to improve usability. Density property changes, effects on damage formula and possible updates, and improvements to damage calculations. A quick note on these material cubes. The larger cubes make it easier to transport material rather than have many small ones in boxes. But the small ones exist for if a player decides to take them out of their mining backpack into the game world. Our only ship update this week has been the triangle thruster bolting has been updated on the Ithaca V1, Lictor, Velez, Zillant, and Pioneer. This is down to the new triangle thruster model that was implemented recently. Onto the gameplay updates. Further testing on torpedo guidance has been done. Inventory issues caused by refactoring has been fixed. Items were unintentionally dropping to the world, not picking up, stacking on wrong situations, and a whole bunch of other issues. Dragging area of station UI is now larger and more intuitive. Ships are now spawnable only from areas that have access to the station inventory they are saved to. Remote level of detail ships now have traditional thruster sounds. Mass units related debugging and reconfiguration has been made. Internal handling of material mass and density has been unified, resolving various display and logic issues. Network and memory relays changed to have enabled flags on both sides of the connection. Both must be on to function. Cargo beams sometimes remaining in effect when shut off has been fixed. And device networks treating nearby depleted batteries as infinite power sources was also fixed. UI work updates over the last week has been the ship subpages added to the company tree. An add member button to the company roster now sends a company invitation, and a join button accepts the company invitation. And invitations now close when the inventory menu is closed. Spaceship creator work includes a feature that allows opening of damaged owned ship inside the Starship creator is in the making. My guess is that this will be a way to repair damaged ships that make it back to the station, so that you can have the station repair it instead of manually doing so. Multiplayer issues that occurred when joining a Starship creator session during edit to test mode change has been fixed. Renderer updates are renderer support added for rendering early and late 3D GUI, render flags added to HUI functions to allow terminals to render early. I think the HUI here is just a typo and was supposed to be GUI. Early and late GUI support bridging between game and renderer. Onto the Station R updates. Collision errors have been fixed for material cubes at Market Station. The VIS Skydeck decoration polishes have been made. Storage floor decorations work is now underway, and main hall parenting polishes have been made. Weapon artwork includes the Sentinel rifle being added to the game with temporary textures. The rig has been made and configured to work in-game. SMG Gatling textures have been updated and paint jobs also updated for better combinations. The torpedo launcher has had some visual tweaks and a few details removed. Transition animation made for the pickaxe and rifle weapons when entering the weapon lowered stance when standing. And lastly, other updates this week are the Skybox Stars redesign is now underway. All the material cubes now have similar bolting holes like the biggest versions have. The thruster effects have been optimized by removing unnecessary particles. A beamed mesh incorrect origin position has been fixed, and asteroid rock designs are underway. Just a quick highlight on a fun video shared this week, using lamps and YOLO code to create an animated display. I know that many of you will make some awesome pixel art shop designs with this. Now either this week or next week will be the final update for Starbase before everyone dashes off to enjoy their holidays. So if you haven't yet, do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you can come back in the new year and you won't miss out on the news kicking back in. But that's all for this week. Feel free to join me on my Discord to talk more about Starbase. There's a link for that below. Like and share this video with your company, and I'll see you in the next one. Kenetor out.